Let's take a minute for the moment of silence for personal reflection and prayer. Thank you very much. We seated. We will now get the announcements, councillors. The Municipal Council to note that the meeting will commence with a special budget meeting, and parties will be allocated the budget speaking time. Thereafter, the cognition of the adjourned 31st May 22 meeting. It's very much important, councillors, to note that. I therefore want to mention that I have received some requests from different political parties donating time to certain political parties on the budget item. The MOSA, they've donated their 1 minute to TA. The ANC, they've donated 10 minutes to the APC. I just want to clarify this again, because last time there was a little bit of an issue, but after that discussion, I then received this request from different political parties in terms of the rules to avoid further arguments or debate. I'm sure this will satisfy most of us councillors. The Municipal Council welcome Councillor Zondi, a PR councillor from the Democratic Alliance, who was replacing Councillor Langa. Let's clap hands and welcome Councillor Zondi. Thank you very much, Babu Zondi. You are welcome in this big family of the eThekwini municipality. We expect you as well to contribute in the work of council. Thank you very much. Councillors, we also want to bring to our attention, in fact, this is a reminder of the rules of order. 26 subsection 8 to 9, which indicate that the councillor may not vote on a question unless they were present when the question was put to the meeting. And the duration, and during the taking of votes, a councillor may not leave or enter the council chamber. Again, I have to emphasize on this point, councillors, and I want to humble myself, requesting all of you to respect the rules of order for this meeting to be smooth. Let's minimize movements, particularly during the voting process, because it caused disruption. Last week, we had a little bit of a challenge with the movement of councillors. I'm just reminding all councillors to respect these rules, minimize movement during council meeting, particularly during the voting process. Councillors are also brought to the attention of Rule of Order 16, subsection 1, A to E, 4, 5, 7, and 9, as per the rules. Councillors are requested to conduct themselves in a respectful manner, to refrain from interrupting the proceeding, and are encouraged to conduct business with highest decorum and integrity that the occasion and the resident of the municipality deserve. I also want to wish all councillors the best, those who are celebrating their birthday in the month of June. Happy birthday to those councillors. Thank you very much. Those were the announcements. I will now request the Secretariat to assist me in confirming the numbers, the quorum, so that we know whether are we meeting the quorum or not, how many of councillors are inside the venue. Let me apologize in advance. I've been advised by my team that we are a little bit having a problem in displaying numbers on the board. I'm not sure whether our numbers or time is time or numbers, we can get numbers. Let's get the numbers, Secretariat. But while I'm there, councillors, let me just deal with this matter now before we find ourselves where we have to speak, that currently the team is trying to assist us with time for speakers. If maybe we arrive to that item where we have to engage on the items while they have not yet sorted, the system will find a way to manage it. Maybe the team, they will look at the time, then when the time is over, they will raise their hand, then I will see that, and then I will advise the speaker that your time has expired. Let me get the numbers. Let's confirm the quorum. Councillors, thank you very much. The meeting correct. We are 2:01. It means we can proceed with our meeting. I will then request the acting city manager, Mr. Mpele, to present the leave of absence as they've submitted. Mr. Mpele.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We have the following applications for leave of absence. Councillor S.R. Moodley, who's not available today because of council commitments.
Mr. Speaker, I am here.
Okay, we note that he is in the meeting, so we put that aside. Councillor Shahid, who's also not available today because of personal commitments.
As Speaker, I am here.
Councillor Van der Rijst, who's not available today because of personal commitments. Councillor Barbara Fontaine, who's also not here today due to municipal business. Councillor F. Ishmael, who is not available today. He is indisposed.
It's F. Ismail is she, not a he.
Okay. My apologies. Councillor Pim Somi, he or she is not available today. Indisposed. Yeah, to be on the same side, Speaker. Councillor A. Rapensad, he is or she is not here because he or she is indisposed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Acting City Manager, Mr. Mpele. I see the hand, Councillor Mtetwa.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, colleagues. May I request that the leave of absence for Councillor Rory McPherson be noted? We'll do the paperwork later.
Okay. Did you receive that apology or not from Councillor?
Is it?
It's Rory McPherson.
Sorry?
Is it
Rory
procedural?
McPherson. Rory.
Oh, McPherson, yeah. Thank you. Let's try to fix the sound so that when the speaker is speaking, we can hear instead of the noise that overpower the voices of speakers. I saw a hand, Councillor Mayor. Oh, sorry, next to you, Councillor.
No, greetings and thank you very much, Speaker, and greetings to the colleagues. We just wanted to, as the economic freedom fighters, to request that can we at least delay our meeting for an hour, given the fact that we received the budgets, adjusted budgets, around about 8 o'clock in the evening, if I'm not mistaken, via emails. We know this is a continuation of the sitting that's adjourned on the 31st, but if maybe we can be afforded this opportunity so that we are given an opportunity to just go through some items that might have been added on the adjusted budgets. Thanks, Speaker.
Speaker.
Thank you. Let's do this. Let's deal with the approaches. Then when we are approaching the item on budget, if their speakers want to say something on the budget, I will then entertain those hands. But for now, let's deal with the leave of absence. Councillors, are all these leave of absence accepted?
Accepted.
Thank you. Let's get the declaration of interest, if there are any. Declaration of interest, if there are any. If there's none, we will proceed.
My hand is up, Honorable Speaker.
Wow, Baba Nkosi, cameraman. Awuzama ukuthi ngibone. Baba
No,
Nkosi. Yeah.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Good morning to you, colleagues, officials, and members of the public and media. My interest, Honorable Speaker, will not be addressed by you, but maybe Head Legal and Acting CM will help me. Normally, as councillors, we used to sit first. The Speaker will be waiting outside with the CM. And then once we are ready, then the Speaker will then come, will rise. But in this term, we have not seen that. I just needed a clarity on that one, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Babu.
Ungakaphenduli nje
Babu
speaker.
Nkosi le.
Ungakaphenduli nje speaker besifisa ukumbongela ukhansela uNkosi ngokuthi umpopho wakhe namhlanje uyasebenza. Siyabonga.
Thank you. Thank you. I note
Sazokhawunda ngampela njalo thina.
your question, Babu Nkosi. Councillor Nkosi, maybe if you allow me that your question, we don't respond to it now or today. But allow us to note your question, then we will respond at a particular time, but with due respect, I'm sure it won't cause any harm if we don't respond in that question for now. If you may accept that and we allow us to proceed with the agenda of the special council. Councillors, if there are no declaration of interest, I see the hand from the Deputy Mayor.
Ngibonge speaker, angazi noma i-reflection kaBaba Mayor yini ngehlonipho Baba Mayor. Angimboni isidalo nje Baba Nkosi noma ibheke kuyena ikhamera. Ukwarathu impela lapha na mhlamba abanikazi befacility bangathi ukukhanyisa amalambo somlomo kumnyama impela lapha ngisho sekubhekisa ikhamera.
Thank you very much.
Kusebumnyameni
On a serious note, before we start the meeting, I requested the team to give us more light on my far left. I'm happy with the side on my right and my far right, light are sufficient. But this side, on a serious note, is not clear. If we can just do that, I requested my team to address it, but it was not addressed. But I'm happy today that, as Obama Mayor is saying, I'm a microphone from the IFP and those parties on my far left, they are working. But I will explain something that needs to be explained in how we're managing our mic so that there's no disruption. Thank you very much. I will now invite His Worship, the Mayor, Councillor Mxolisi Kaunda, to table the first report of the Executive Committee.
Speaker.
Speaker.
Mayor,
Speaker.
yes, Babu Mteto.
I was hoping to raise this when you were supposed to be dealing with item 6, which is your report as the speaker. I see you skipped that.
Item 6.
Yes.
No, Babu Mteto, we are dealing with the special meeting as per the notice of convening the meeting. I'm not sure which item you are referring to the council agenda. We are now dealing with the special meeting.
The speaker's report. The speaker's report. Okay. If you just give me 1 minute, I was sincerely hoping that you would report on a crisis that we face here as councillors. We are sitting here 6 months after elections and have this room.
Uyazi ukuthi Babu Mthethwa is sitting in front of me kodwa ngenxa ye sound ephuwa angimuzwa. I hardly hear him but he's sitting in front of me. Maybe ngcono khulube ngaphandle kwe mic. Can you please guys there Assist me with the sound.
Sengaqhubeka. I was hoping, Speaker, that you're going to address the crisis that we're facing as councillors. We are now more than 6 months after elections and half this room don't have offices. And the end result of that is that members of the public don't know how to access the public representatives. I was hoping that you're going to take us into confidence to say, what are the bottlenecks? Because I think from your side as the Speaker and us as party whips, we've exhausted every avenue available to us. I think it is high time that we get a proper report in this council, not in the Speaker's committee, as to what are the bottlenecks, why councillors don't have offices 6 months after elections. If we can get that report now, Chair.
Thank you very much, Babu Mtetwa. You are raising a very serious matter, and I know that we are aware of the development because we have reported in number of platforms where we meet with whip of parties. But I don't think that it would be proper for now to allow that response to be provided here. But I can assure you that the matter is receiving our attention and is being addressed with the assistant of the acting city manager, the head SCM, and the deputy head in my office. There is progress. Political parties will get a detailed report at the meeting of the Speaker's Committee, where we normally share this report, because coming here, we were not prepared to provide those reports here, but we do have a report. I hope, Councillor Mtetwa, you will understand and accept that in correct platforms, the report or update will be provided. Whip of Council.
Thank you, Speaker, Honorable Speaker. Greeting to the Mayor and all members of the Executive and Councillors. Ngicela ukusupporta i-caucus, ecele EFF, kodwa ngicela siyenze 30 minutes instead of an hour. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you, Whip.
Thank you very much, Whip of Council. Yes, there was a request from the EFF for a caucus because of the reasons presented, of which I think those are fair reasons. Maybe before we allow His Worship to present the report, we have to give political parties time to caucus. Now, but it won't be an hour. Maybe you are requesting 30 minutes. Yeah, let's agree, Councillor, that we're going to allocate 30 minutes with due respect, because I think the hour is too much.
No.
We are already late. We didn't start in time. I therefore request that at least we try to deal with our issues within 30 minutes so that we don't inconvenience other people who are part of this meeting. Let's adjourn for 30 minutes for political parties to caucus, then we'll be back in 30 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Speaker.
Okay,
30 minutes will be
sorry,
fine.
councillors. There are two hands. Yes, you are the first one, then the next at the back. Councillor? Bob Kwale?
Angibonga Somlomo. Somlomo angazi noma kulendlu kuzomela sigcine sihloniphana, but in principle komele kube kanjalo. I'm wondering if EFF icela i-caucus bese Somlomo athi sizokhuluma ngaleyo item mase sifike kuyona, bese kuthi mayisikhulunywa uWhip ngobe i-ANC, bese kuba yinto nje oyi-entertainer.
Council Whip.
Ngiyacela ke Somlomo ukuthi
Order,
into yenza la endlini.
Speaker.
Councillor Sabelo.
There is a point of order, Councillor Sabelo.
Yeah, no, thanks, Speaker. With due respect to Councillor Ugwala, but I want to place a point of order, Speaker, for reducing the role of the whip of council to merely being partisan. The reality of the matter is that Councillor Ntuli is the whip of all councillors here in this council. So the mere fact that he sits on this side does not take away his responsibility of being a whip to all of us. If the EFF makes a request and as a whip of council he feels that that request should be entertained, I don't see anything wrong with that when he requests the speaker to consider it. It's part of his duties and role of being a whip of council. Even if it had been raised by the IFP, the whip of council could have still said he feels that the speaker should entertain that, and then the speaker would entertain it. It's not with disrespect, Councillor Kwal, but I just thought I should clarify that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Sabelo. And your point of order is sustained on the fact that when you refer to the whip of council, all councillors are reminded to refer to him as a whip of council, not as the chief whip of the ANC. Babu Kwala, you can finish your point.
Bengisathi ke somlomo kungasithozisa kulendlu uma indlela ozostritha ngayo ifane. Kungabi khona abazothi uma besupport into eshiwo abanye bese bebabakhulu ngokwezikhundla.
Thank you.
Ngiyabonga somlomo.
Yeah, councillors, let me take the meeting forward. Let me explain this. By the way, maybe we've never taken you through on the roles and responsibilities of the whip of council. One of his roles is to assist the speaker in running council meeting. If there's been an oversight on my side, or if there are gaps on my side in running council, he is the first person to assist me. Because in terms of the Structures Act, where his roles are clearly defined, one of those roles is to assist the speaker in running the council. Now, it was not my intention not to ignore the proposal from the EFF. It was just an honest oversight. Thank Whip of Council for reminding me. Councillors, you are now given 30-minute caucus break. Thank you.
Sibonga ukuthi nomboko kaGwala uyasebenza.
Test 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Testing 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. Yes, 2. Loud and clear. Directional mic. Yes, 2, 1, 2. Hello, hi. Hello, hey. 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, 2, 1, 1. Yes, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 5. Check. Test. Hey, hey, hey. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, 2, 2. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. troubles since you came around. Something struck me. Only
Why any
You are now listening to Chill Gang Music. Please like and subscribe.
Lezonkunzana zenishaya imsidlana ziyobona ehlathini zonke. Phela sekhona mina manje. Inkunzi mashungu. Lezonkunzana zenimizi imsidlana ziyobona ehlathini zonke. Phela sekhona mina manje. Inkunzi mashungu. Lezonkunzana zenimizi imsidlana ziyobona emaweni. Phela sekhona mina manje. Inkunzi mashungu. Ikwazi isule amakhaliphuthi soka. Inkunzi mashungu. Ulubona uzobhekana zonke isehlanyole. Inkunzi mashungu. Ulubona uzobhekana zonke isehlanyole. Inkunzi mashungu. Ulubona uzobhekana zonke isehlanyole. Ulubona uzobhekana. Lezonkunzana zenimizi imsidlana ziyobona ehlathini zonke. Itele ngikokhola sekhona mina manje. Inkunzi majeshatha inkunzi eshungu. Itele ngikokhola inkunzi esimahamba nawe. Itele ngikokhola. Onda singayintola yonke mina ngona manga. Ona singayintola yonke mina ngona manga. Olokunja yintola yonke mina ngona manga. Ingaweteniwe. Inkunzi masinabe. Itele noniko ingabafana bami. Inkunzi majeshatha. Itele noniko ingabafana bami. Inkunzi esimahamba. Itele noniko ingabafana bami. Ngobe inkunzi ngicami. Lezonkunzana zenimizi imsidlana ziyobona ehlathini zonke. Itele ngikokhola sekhona mina. Inkunzi majeshatha inkunzi eshungu. Itele lezonkunzana zenimizi imsidlana ziyobona ehlathini zonke. Itele ngikokhola sekhona mina.
Honor Magic 4 Pro, the next generation intelligent flagship. Ultrafusion computational photography provides fascinating details. Movie Master with IMAX.
Wamuhle ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Wamuhle ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Wamuhle ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Ngiyakuthanda ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Ngiyakuthanda ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Thatha ngothando lwami. Ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Ngithanda ngothando lwami. Ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Ngithanda ngothando lwami. Ngithanda ngothando lwedala. Ngithanda luthando lakudala lukunika lakudala sidle ngolakudala size sibe badala ngifuna loluthando siluthathe silubuyisele emandulo sizala abantwana silethe sibabize ngoNtuli womandulo nonomalizo nomehlelana ngifuna ukuthanda ngothando lakudala lukunika lakudala sidle ngolakudala size sibe badala ngifuna loluthando siluthathe silubuyisele emandulo sizala abantwana silethe sibabize ngoNtuli womandulo nonomalizo nomehlelana wena ufanelwa igama lakudala ngobushaya nobuhle bakudala siyekela sandandatha ngikubize ngobuhle bonkangatha wena uhlela ngoyifaka njengonomzamo ombatha wena ufanelwa igama lakudala ngobushaya nobuhle bakudala siyekela sandandatha ngikubize ngobuhle bonkangatha
Let's settle down.
Speaker, was the caucus not supposed to have been 30 minutes? And I think we're on lunchtime now. It's 12 o'clock. So we're going to be breaking for lunch as well.
Yeah. The caucus was 30 minutes. But when 30 minutes was over, when we were looking for the EFF, we were not aware that they just crossed the road. Their meeting was on the exhibition center. We were looking for them around ICC so that we remind them. But I've just spoken to their whip now. They're on their way.
Thank you, Speaker. So are we going to break for lunch?
No. The lunch is not ready yet.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Let's pause it in and make over lunch.
DJ.
Here's the EFF. So that we may start. Maybe why we have not while we have not yet started, I just want to remind you, councillors, that it's very much important to manage time because we have 46 items that were deferred in our last council agenda. All these 46 items, they are speakers. Now, if you look